Here we are
This is
again,
it, Corvo.
and again the bearer of bad news.
Stonewall Tower might not be good ones, huh? So maybe you can make up for what happened back then. It'll be a bit of a climb from the water up.
Though this time it is a little bit more personal.
Most important thing is killing the Lord Regent. Built himself quite a place at the top of the tower. Calls it his safe room or something. Crazy if you ask me. Another point of interest while I'm giving you the grand tour, Corvo. Broadcast control station here where all them announcements come from. Might be worth looking into. Ready? Next time I see you, the Lord Regent will be dead. And if not, well, it was an honor to serve with you.
And since we're not invited this time, the way up the waterlock is going to be a little bit more difficult. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to use Blink. For those counting, this is the first time it's used after the tutorial. Those rats there have a couple of spots they might hang out at. They might be right here, in which case I would have had to bait them a little bit further in order to avoid damage.
And then, Aldo got docked for whistling on duty. Regent asks, how's he gonna hear this assassin coming? Embarrassed? Docked for not bathing enough? He says the assassin's going to smell him in the dark.
I have a mind to dock you for too much conversing, guardsman.
Oh, no, you won't. Because I helped with the new alarms the Lord Regent asked for. And he says to me, good work. That's right, me. For a second, I thought he might even shake hands, but then, no, quiet.
Even though I love these conversations, that isn't the only reason why I stayed there. We've got to give them a little bit room so they don't hear me running there. Sokolov's cool magnetic attachment device for the whale oil canisters doesn't seem to be very reliable. I swear these things keep falling off entirely on their own. And here's a slightly tricky jump. Very reliable though once you get the angle right. You could get through here with another tricky jump onto the fence there around the pipes, but I can't make it reliably, so I'm just gonna sneak.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Never doubt it.
There's a sneaky second guard coming after this guy, so we're not gonna move even though he turns on his back. And we're safe from the tall boy here. There's a second guy. And now we can move.
Stupid goddamn.
Staying here, so we can see inside the bridge from the little windows.
Things are bad.
Spot him
The
coming
city
back.
getting worse. Chances are very good.
And we've got to wait for him to move away from there now before we can move. Jumping here makes it less likely the guard behind us sees us jump down. Him going, huh, is the worst I've ever gotten there though.
This place makes me sad.
Why is that?
This is where the Empress was killed by that wretched murderer. Everything changed for the worse after that day.
It was a dark day for sure, but things were already bad with the plague. In any case, I wouldn't dwell on it. Let me comfort you.
I need to get back to work.
Can I come by and see you later?
I don't think it's a good idea tonight.
The memorial is nice, though the musical cue is unnerving. That tall boy is positioned awkwardly, so we're gonna have to wait a bit. Luckily, the regular guard is insanely blind and doesn't spot me doing this. I guess he might have his mind on different things. Not quite set on guarding.
I want to know what he says from his big moat. Does he expect a whole army? Moat. All that water does is bring mosquitoes and invite vermin into the courtyard.
The worker doesn't actually count for stealth. I just like to avoid contact with him anyway. It feels neater for the challenge.
Unidentified persons should be considered hostile until evaluated by an officer of the watch.
Quite a neat infiltration, I think.
Everything is secure on the grounds, Lord Regent.
It won't hurt to check again. I'm going to head down and retire to my bedroom.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I think it would be best if you stay in your safe room on the roof for now.
I need the comfort of my own bed tonight. I trust you and your men can handle the tower security. Double the guard if you have to. Come see me before you finish your rounds.
Yes, as you wish, Lord Regent. I'm heading up. Keep this area secure and use that alarm if there's any sign of trouble. Yes.
It's just ridiculous.
We picked up a skeleton key to the tower in the previous mission,
Elixir.
which we're going to use now. Had we not done that, the infiltration into the broadcast control station would have been a little bit more awkward. But I consider it a reward for going out of my way to get some actual stealth out of the Boyle Mansion mission. You can get past this arc pylon without disabling it, but it does notice you and does the whole charging up sound, and it's just a massive racket. Nobody in game notices, but
A citywide ban on whale oil.
this
is
just
now in
seems
effect.
way neater.
Citizens are encouraged to bring any whale oil in their possession to the City Watch at once. Anyone caught burning oil will be subject to arrest. This message is a directive from the Lord Regent himself. We must all trust in the Regent.
Should we kill the announcer guy? His voice would be replaced by Carrie Fisher in
Please
the
don't hurt me.
future
You're here to kill
announcements
the Regent,
in the game.
aren't you? Spare my life, and I can help.
Sort of a weird, small Easter egg roll.
Audiograph. Secrets. Some that would destroy him if others heard. Played on this amplifier. His confessions will be broadcast throughout the city. He'll be ruined. The audiograph card you want is in a safe in the Lord Regent's room. But I was able to see the combination over his shoulder. 935. Trust me, what's recorded on that card will do the trick. Good luck.
Very convenient. Let's just hope the audiograph actually has something useful in it. And there's one of those Overseer music boxes that cancel out any magic around them. The sound is a bit bugged through the keyhole. And I don't actually know why he's doing that, because nobody has seen me at all so far.
Another night.
There's a safe and the Lord Regent, who is very blind for a paranoid man. Now just get up these steps and play that tape. The announcer guy has left. Had we not taken out the whale oil canister, he would have disabled the arc pilot himself.
I am not at fault. My poverty eradication plan was meant to bring prosperity to the city, to rid us of those scoundrels who waste their days in filth and drink, without homes or occupations other than to beg for the coin for which the rest of us toil. And it was a simple plan. Bring the disease-bearing rats from the Pandician continent and let them take care of the poor for us. The plan worked perfectly at first. But the rats, it was as if they sought to undo me. They hid from the catchers and bred at a sickening rate. Soon it didn't matter. Rich, poor, all were falling sick. And then people began to ask questions. The Empress assigned me to investigate whether the rats had been imported by a foreign power. I knew the truth would come out eventually, so there was no other way than to be rid of her and take power myself. She had to die, you see. She had to die. Bringing about the death of an empress is not an easy thing. But it gave me the chance to attack the plague with some real authority. Quarantines, deportation of the sick. But there's always some idiot woman searching for her wretched lost babe, or some sniveling workman searching for his missing wife. And then quarantine is broken. But you can see how my plan should have worked. Would have worked. If everyone had just followed orders.
So he's not a very good leader. Or person.
What are you doing? I order you to put down your weapons. This is treason.
It's over, Hiram. Your head will roll for what you've done.
No! I'll make you rich men if you just let me go. I beg you.
You nearly destroyed this city. No amount of money will undo that. Get him ready for the walk to Coldridge Prison.
Yes, sir.
The guards are still hostile. And let's replace that, just to be neat. Of course, everyone still thinks Corvo killed the Empress, so it makes sense for the guards to consider him dangerous. Plus they've probably got orders and aren't really used to thinking on their own.
Nobody's making rounds over here?
No, stupid goddamn.
The guys down there are high enough to see me on the ledge, which is why I waited. But now we're mostly home free. The exfiltration once we're on the outside is pretty simple. I really like the level. The whole familiar ground and closing the circle thing is really well done, I think. since we've been here in the intro. But everything is, of course, modified, different, more hostile. It feels like we know the place, but... or we should know it, but it's changed. Here's a sneaky guard behind the bush right there. He just walked in. It's quite a nasty surprise if you don't know to wait for him. And having both the intro location and the first mission with Coldridge Prison be right next to each other and very visible on the approach, it does do a lot to set the atmosphere in the level. We were here in the beginning and things went really badly, and now we're back to fix them. And with Coldridge right next to us, it also reminds us that we were powerless and had to escape, but now we're the proactive party and on the offense.
Is it all done? You ready to go back to the Hound Pits? Thanks to you, Corvo. All right, let's go.
And the mission itself has a number of pretty fun stealth bits, mostly at the start though, if you've got the skeleton key.
Big changes. Makes me uneasy, to tell the truth. A small fry like me always gets the worst of it. But maybe it's going to be different now. The Lord Regent is gone. The Abbey has a new High Overseer. I'm guessing our work is almost done. The others are in the bar. No doubt waiting to raise a glass in your name. Me, I think I'll just linger out here if you don't mind. Reflect on things while we have a moment. Congratulations, Corvo.
Yes, party time.
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Corvo!
Hiram Burrow,
Everyone
once
says he
known
did something
as the
good
Lord
tonight.
Regent, is no longer in power. His corrupt and illegitimate...
Damn me, he's done it. Word is spreading all over the city. The tyranny is over. By this time tomorrow, Emily will be on the throne. After that, we'll clear your name and put everything we've got into rebuilding the
I
city.
like the background music here.
I wish there were more of a city to rule. Most of Dunwall is rats and corpses.
The Admiral's right, I'm afraid. Corvo, you did your job while the rest of us sat on our asses. Our work starts tomorrow.
Tonight, rest easy. Tomorrow, we crown an empress.
The lonely audiograph,
To Corvo,
overpowered by the dissonant background music, really sets a good atmosphere for the scene.
She'll need higher mathematics, court protocol, and cosmology, of course. Do you provide these things?
Of course not, no. I just think I should have a central role. She trusts me.
It's true, she does, but she should trust all of us. Don't you trust me, Callista?
Eat well tonight, Corvo. You've earned it. We'll find this man down. Part of the Lord's Regent's ring of skulking spies and killers, no doubt.
She would be drawing something quite different if we were High Chaos.
When things are better, I will suggest my lord fund a memorial to them. Everyone deserves to be remembered.
As usual, let's go check out some diaries. Even though we are feeling a bit ill.
This was never my idea. He knows that. Certainly I am not completely guiltless, but with my position, he would be a fool to come for me. And if he does, I have much to offer. Extensive business opportunities. So he'll see reason, if it comes to that.
And then back here. It's time to sleep. We've done a rough day's job, so the bed sounds nice. Or the floor.
Samuel, you move like you've been drinking. Did the poison work its magic? Is he dead?
It better have worked. It cost me a month's profit.
Yes, sir. I believe Corvo has breathed his last. Just as you wanted.
You've done a fine job, then.
So, the twist is pretty easy to see if you listen to any of the audiographs or read their journals.
Yes, it'll grant us legitimacy. We'll be the men who rescued Emily and brought down the Lord Regent and his assassin.
And the atmosphere at the party scene, at the very least, should have you feeling uneasy, unsatisfied by what you've done so far.
I'm sorry something terrible, Corvo, but I only gave you half the poison. They were watching me and it was all I could think to do. I think you're strong enough to survive that. I'll put you on a raft and then I've got to ship out myself before they find out I've gone against their wishes. Snakes. They'll want to do the same to me as soon as I
time to get out of this pickle next time.
Hopefully
tomorrow.
You'll wake up and find your way out of this cursed city.